What's going on, Tiger Nation? Y'all know who it is. It's your main man, Ken Clark, KC 1400 Media, Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. We're down here in the Big Easy, 2023 HBCU Legacy Bowl. And I have the pleasure of sitting down with my co-host, Kaylin McCoy from the Dream Team Podcast. And we have the pleasure of sitting down with the big man in the middle, Mr. Tony Gray. What's up, baby?
How you doing?
What's going on, Doc? Good to see you, man. Hey, man, talk to us about how this week been for you, man.
This week been crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Being around, practicing in front of a lot of NFL scouts and getting their, feedback onto, how they, what do they think about me and just things of that nature, and just being around a lot of guys that's actually got the talent to go to the next level as well. So this is a great feeling and a great atmosphere to be around.
Yeah, we got 4 JSU Tigers down here, including yourself. Action-packed itinerary, man. Has it been what you think? Because when you get the invite, you kind of don't really know, what to expect until you get here. How has this week been? Did it meet your expectations? Or?
Yeah, of course. I really didn't even expect it to be as many scouts that actually is here, but it's overly a lot of scouts here. 32 teams that is actually here, so it's like, why not come and be able to showcase yourself and showcase your skills in front of these scouts, So, yeah.
Speaking of scouts, we talked earlier and you were talking about, all of the many ones that were, looking at you and had their eyes on you. Just talk about that experience.
It was great. It's kind of still like a shocker to me that I'm really is about to, I actually declared for the NFL draft and actually about to, go to a team, NFL team. So it's still like a kid dreaming right now, you know what I mean? So I'm still in the days right now about that.
So speaking of a kid dreaming, I think we all grow up having an idea of what we see or what we could possibly imagine. And unfortunately, sometimes that isn't always what it pans out to be. And some people don't, especially where you're from, get to see that light at the end of the tunnel. And you are here in that light right now. I watched some of your old film, your old content, just looking at you as younger. Like you saw your voice was even different, baby face, and you would still had that hunger and had so many people looking at you, and people were wondering, like, it was a specific one I was watching, and everybody was wondering, what is he gonna do next? Where is he gonna go? And I think that has translated, and you're able to see that dream and actually be in that dream and live it out right now. Like, what's that like? It's amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling, and like I said, like I just give all the glory to God though, to be able to keep me strong and just stay positive, and just any obstacle that I ever went through in life, I just kept going, and I always knew that at the end of the road is something greater on the other side. So that's what kept me going.
So getting through adversity, we talked about this with Reagan. I love to talk about this when it comes to athletes, and especially like athletes within regards to mental health. I got my undergrad in sports admin communications, but now I'm in grad school with rehabilitation counseling. So I love coupling the two of how to, overcome adversity. As a former athlete, I had to overcome many obstacles that came my way that I did not expect, and it was hard for me to get over. But I want you to speak on how you got over those adversities throughout, even just childhood, high school, and then now with college and getting ready to go to that next level. Speak on ways to overcome those many obstacles that life throws your way.
See, with me, I grew up without a dad, so like all I knew was if I made a mistake, I had to always be the one to count on myself and be able to know that you go live to make mistakes, but it's about how you carry on after your mistake. Mm-hmm. So I just kept going with myself and just kept myself going and just kept faith in the higher power, which was God, mm-hmm. and just never gave up on myself even when everybody did count me out. Mm-hmm. That's how I stayed through that.
Awesome. That's special.
So let's dissect your college career, man. You were coming out of high school, man, a highly recruited and touted talent coming out of high school. Let's talk about your journey, talk about your recruitment, and we'll get before Jackson State, then we'll get to the Jackson State piece of it. But I wanted to kind of hear your own words of kind of how things went to you, and then we'll get to how you got to Jackson State, and then we're gonna get into being recruited by Coach Prime, because that's when we first meet Tony Gray. Coming in that first inaugural class under Coach Prime. But we want to kind of peel it back a little bit and kind of hear in your own words your recruitment out of high school and your journey through college.
Recruitment out of high school, it was real crazy. Like my 9th grade year, I wasn't getting the playing time that I wanted. I wasn't getting the recognition that I needed as far as at the school that I was at. And I came home one day and told my mom, like, I know I got the talent. I know I got it. And like, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired. Like, I need to do something ASAP to be able to, where I can get a chance to showcase myself and my ability. Yeah. So we need to do something. And so my mom, that same night I had asked her, she seen I was very concerned about it, and just, she was worried. So she took it upon herself and just looked up another school somewhere else in the district that takes that specific sport serious, which was Gwinnett County, at the time. So I transferred, got there my 10th grade year. I actually came across this man that actually ran the scouting, this scouting company called Scout.com, which was a recruiting site. Right. He was the first interview that I actually had went and did an interview with while going to the school to try to see the school. And from there, it was just everything else was up.
Yeah. So when you first college out of high school, was that South Florida?
No, I was at Central Florida, but before there, when I first came out of high school, I had made a decision to go to Ole Miss around the time when it was. The allegations was going on with Hugh Freeze and all those guys. Yeah, so it was a bit of mix up right around that way. But I was very thankful and honorable to have a scholarship from that prestigious university. And it was just like a blessing. But I had left there and just went to another university, which was UCF, and continued my career there.
So. In comes Coach Prime at Jackson State University, right? We got to get into it, man. And I want to hear, in your own words, talk about your recruitment from Coach Prime and what led to your decision of choosing Jackson State. Entering the transfer portal and saying, "Hey, I want to go be a part of this movement." Coach Prime coming to Jackson State.
The biggest thing with me with that was, it was never that it was Deion Sanders as the player, Deion Sanders as the who he is. I never cared about that as from my perspective. Okay. It was more so about making a change to HBCUs. I was committed to that. I was committed to who the person was that was coaching me, which I am committed to him and his program, but I was committed to making a change within HBCUs. That's what made me want to be there and stay there and come there, commit myself there and give it my all.
Absolutely.
So, speaking of Coach Prime, let's lead to his son, Shedeur. I saw that you guys have a great relationship. Mm-hmm. How did that spring up?
I guess when you just be authentic and you be real and you just let a person know, like, it's not about what you got and what you have and what you can do for me. It's about me and you knowing each other, knowing that I got your back when nobody else got it and you got my back when nobody else got it. I don't need a thing from you. And he felt that, and he felt that vibe. He didn't have to go out when we go out. He didn't have to pay for things when we went out. I paid for things. And then sometimes when we went out, I ain't have to pay for things and he paid for things. So we made it a level of respect. Like, we don't care about that. It's about us really getting to know each other and, doing what we got to do.
Yeah, a true brotherly love. Yeah. You said you didn't need anything from him. I think that you both needed something from one another that was deeper than materialistic things. I think that's what a lot of people saw, the genuineness of you guys' relationship. And I think that's awesome to be able to allow someone to be them and not want to take from them from what others may want to. So I think that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, so fast forward, we get through the spring season. we complete we complete a full fall season, win the SWAC championship, fall short at the Celebration Bowl. Then we go into the last season, right? My question to you would be, did you accomplish everything that you felt like you wanted to accomplish at Jackson State? And if you didn't, speak in your own words, why you feel like you weren't really able to.
I feel like I didn't achieve everything. I think just me being a competitor that I am, I feel like a lot of things I could have did better, a lot of things that I could have more so achieved, you know what I mean? That's just in life, decision making I could have made more better, with a lot of things. So I just always feel like I always leave something off on the table. I know Coach Prime preach all the time, never leave anything on the table,
right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like I left something out there on the table that I should have got.
That's respect. So now, when you go from there, like what's next? What do you hope to get from this week? Is there I know we spoke of the NFL, the next level, because that's all we really heard, about you, the talent that is there, and that it's always has been with Tony Gray, what's next? You know what I mean? And I'm happy to see you here, brother. You know what I mean? I really wanted to sit down with you because I know, our fan base is a caring fan base, and everybody always want to keep up with our Tigers. So seeing you out here representing, just did my heart some good. And we definitely want to see you take advantage of this opportunity, and hopefully, one of those 32. Because all you need is one.
Yeah, most definitely. They've been preaching it all week. All you need is one set of eyes. So yeah.
Do you have a particular? Because I got one for you. So while we're here, they have the the USFL draft. You have two former teammates who get selected. You have the XFL now and the USFL, and then you have the NFL. So many other opportunities from a professional standpoint level. If you don't get your name called, what are your hopes and what are your plans from a professional standpoint to try to find your way to a roster?
Truthfully, I got so much faith in my ability, and I know all I need is an opportunity and a chance. I really don't shy away from competition, so I know it's going to be hard for a team not to want to even accept me. All the other things the intangibles that they probably might not like, I could clean up. I know I got an opportunity to clean that up. But as far as me as a player, I know I got it. I just need a chance.
I think that when you said earlier, what's left on the table, I believe that this moment right now, right here, is what's left on the table. Simply because you've shown through your history, speaking on 9th grade, 14, 15-year-olds saying, this is what I need to do. I need to make a change. So by you having an experience where you feel like there was something left, I think that this is right here is these are the crumbs. This is what is here for you to expound on. And you already here and you already made it here. So I believe that this is what's left. And I think that you are really taking this experience in, soaking it in. But I really truly believe that you have a lot of something to prove. And whether it is something to prove to others, I know it's something for you to prove to yourself. And I believe that you can do it. So that's just me seeing it on the outside looking in based off of what's left. This right here is what's left on the table. Whatever it was in the past, that's there. But it has, this is the crazy part about it. The thing that you actually felt that was lost from the past is what has propelled you to your now.
Right.
So what's on the table is now. And I think that you're going to really excel and do whatever that God has for you. You have so many avenues to go, and you have so many. Look, we're doing a whole interview here, but you interviewed Coach Prime. You got your degree. Yeah, and then you also interview your boys. So yeah, you got so many avenues, flexibility. It's so much left on the table. So I definitely don't want you to get in your head thinking that what you did in the past wasn't enough. It was perfect to lead you where you are now, because you need that dog in you to propel you so you can really go out there and get what you want, because some people, hint, been on you and looking at you, scouts in particular. So yeah, I think that's important. So I don't want you to forget that. I think that I wanted you to, that's awesome.
Basically what she's saying is that, from our vantage point, there's so much more to you in your story. I mean, we follow you on YouTube. We follow you on social media. We know that you have, you have a lot of professional ties. So we would love to see you be successful in football, because we know that if you want to do that, you can do it. Otherwise you wouldn't be here for it. So as we get ready to close out, though, you know, we always like to give our Tigers the floor, you know, give you a chance to address Tiger Nation, man, you know, because like I said, our fan base loves you, supports you, man, and want to see you do well. You got the floor, man. If you have anything you want to say to Jackson State, the city of Jackson, now's your time.
All right, so, hey, look, I want to say this right here, Tiger Nation. Listen, don't always believe what you see on the internet. I was not fighting no coach on no football field or anything like that. So do not believe the clickbait and agree to something that is not true. If you have anything that you need to know, you can ask me, Tony Gray. I am the person that was in the video, but you can ask me about what's going on. Never jump to conclusion without knowing from the person that was in it. That's all I want to say, and I want to say thank you, and I am going to be showing out for you guys, and I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me all through this time, man, for real.
Man, love. Hey, man. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you.
Hey, great. Appreciate you for sitting down with us. Tiger Nation, hey, this is what we do, man. But like I said, down here in the Big Easy, y'all know who it is, KC 1400. We got Kayla McCoy. We got Mr. Tony Gray. Wish you all the best. D.I. love. Go Tigers, baby.
Go Tigers.